a wee bit.
Okay. Right. Instagram, go live. Go live, Facebook. Go live, Instagram. Okay, we are live, Badass Queens and everyone else who's just watching. Welcome to another coffee chat with me and Zoe, my assistant coach. If you didn't know yet, Zoe has been with me for over a year as well. So we will be talking about today how to nourish your body for sustainable results, like how to keep off your weight loss or how to eat without restrictions or how to eat even more to actually burn the body fat, because this is something that many of you might be struggling with. Like, you think that you eat healthy but you are not still losing weight. So this is what we want to cover, especially how to eat well, feel good, and get results without all those crazy food restrictions as well, because I've had so many clients come into me saying, oh, I've been eating just 1,400 calories, or I've been eating 1,500 calories, I lost 8 kilos but I gained it all back. So this is what we will talk about to you, so you don't need to gain all the way back, because this is not very sustainable. So yeah, I feel like we've all been there, that you feel like you need to cut out on everything. You need to cut the bread, you need to cut maybe, I don't know, bacon, or you need to cut burgers and so on, right? So it is not actually true, because in my Badass program we do a sustainable approach towards nutrition, and we still eat carbs, we still have desserts, and you shouldn't feel guilty about everything that is like not clean. But I'm here to tell you, it is all possible. Like, you can still lose weight if you know how much to eat without any restrictive diets. So yeah, this is something that we will be talking about to you. And yeah, I just want to kind of like talk a bit about Zoe's progress. So can you share, Zoe, a little bit about you and something about nutrition? Because I am definitely interested in like what maximum calories you've been eating per day, and how many calories you've been before joining the program, and how many times you are eating, and so on, and obviously tie this to your results.
So, the highest amount of calories that I have had is 3,300. And I'm currently on a cutting phase, so my calories are going down a bit. But yeah, maximum was 3,300. But before I started your program, I think I was about 1,600.
Yeah.
I didn't really know what to eat, and I think it's a common misconception where people think, well, I'm not eating that much, so I don't understand why I'm not losing weight. The thing for me was because I was already active and I was instructing my classes and I was doing a lot. I still couldn't understand why I'm not losing weight and getting the results that I wanted. But obviously, since joining your program, where I started off with you on 1900, and then over the space of what 30,
1 year.
no, over a year, just over a year, I built that up to 3,300, and even if you look at my progress photos from when I started until just before bulking phase, where I was on 2,800, there was only like 1 kilogram of difference in weight, but a massive difference in my body.
Yeah, that's so true. And I remember that you were so scared to actually eat more. Like, you love food, you are like me, like we love food. But I remember that you were actually scared to eat a little bit more, just because you would gain body fat, which we didn't
Yeah.
want to. But I was like, no, we need to actually, fuel the body even more, so you can live a little bit heavier and you're gonna burn more body fat and we're gonna boost your metabolism. And you're like, okay, I am scared.
Yeah, but it's made a massive difference to my results, because
Yeah.
with eating more and increasing my protein and carbs, I'm then able to lift heavier in the gym.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're getting that weekly sense of achievement, you're able to do more, you're feeling stronger, you're building muscle, it's changing your body.
Yeah.
So I think just kind of trusting the process and um, doing what you said to do. This is how much to eat. That's what I ate,
Yeah.
and being able to lift heavier in my workouts just made a massive difference.
Hmm. But we talked about like lifting heavier, but for example, like people, they don't actually are in this phase yet. So can you
Mhm.
talk a bit more about your physical changes, even though like you've been eating like over 1000 something X calories more? What are your like physical changes?
Physical changes, my bum is definitely bigger in a good way.
Yes, good.
Um, I have seen increase in muscle in my abs, my back, all over. Everybody goes on about my legs as well, my
Nice.
quads, and so yeah, it's even though I'm eating a lot, I'm still lean,
Yeah.
and but you can see there's noticeable muscle gain.
Nice. Which is crazy. Like, if you think about it, like, we increase the calories so much. Like, you are eating, let's say, 7 times a day now.
Yeah.
Okay. And you are still sending me pictures with your ups, you know? So, this is like a dream goals for many of the ladies out there to eat more food and get actually visible ups, which is super crazy. So, what would you say to the ladies that are afraid to eat?
I would say definitely trust the process. That although it's
Yeah.
scary at first when like maybe your calories are going
Yeah.
up by like 100 calories every couple of weeks at check-in time.
Yeah.
Um, trust the process because that will help you to reach your fitness goals
Yeah.
and to like I said earlier, you'll be able to lift heavier, you'll see a massive
Hmm.
difference. Um, like, because I eat so much, I don't really crave anything, so it's kind of just promoted a better and healthier lifestyle for
Yeah.
me. And yeah, I think that it helps to change your mindset from the number on the scales and worrying about food
Yeah.
to actually fueling your body to be able to hit those fitness goals.
Yeah, totally. And also, like, I wanted to also touch base on, obviously, like, we are eating a little bit more than, than the society is always telling us. Like, we need to eat salads and so on. Like, tell me, what are you actually eating? Because obviously, I don't remember when I ate salads by myself, even though I'm a fitness coach, because I know this is not what I actually need. I need the fuel, I need the carbs, and I need protein and all that. So tell me, like, what are your meals that you are usually eating and you are still having ups as a mom?
So I always have a pretty standard breakfast of protein porridge. So like I do use protein powder in that, and then kind of bulk it up with some fruit, peanut butter, but with that it's all measured out so that I'm
Mhm.
not having too much fats.
Yeah.
Um, protein yogurts. I'll have like maybe some type of eggs in the afternoon, and a protein
Yum.
bar. Sometimes it kind of depends on where I am, what kind of time I've got, and then
Yeah.
for my tea or dinner, whatever way you want to put it, I will meal prep my teas for the week. So
Mhm.
I'll make in bulk something with chicken or beef with vegetables and rice or pasta or something like that.
Nice.
Um, if I'm eating out, then I still try to pick a higher protein option as well. So I will
Mhm.
again pick something that has chicken or beef in it, and yeah, ask for extra if I want to make sure that I'm hitting my protein goals, even if I'm
Yes.
eating out. Um, so yeah, I mean, it's nothing that I eat is too complicated or time consuming. I also think you've got to make really fancy meals as well, but you
Yeah.
can still hit your nutrition targets without making it too complicated.
Yeah. But most important question, do you like your food?
hmm I love my
Yeah.
food.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. I
what
don't. I
all
don't feel
matters.
restricted. I don't feel
Yeah.
restricted.
That's perfect because if we are usually like feeling restrictive with like those salads and cutting all the foods that we actually enjoy and we think like that will help us to lose weight, we are restricting ourselves and that's gonna like put us into really bad space. And
Yeah,
then what will happen after we're not gonna be restricting, we obviously gonna gain weight. So
yeah.
I am glad that you are enjoying your foods. This is what matters the most. And just a question, like, do you feel like it matters if you just eat healthy and lose weight?
I mean, I think people's perception of what is healthy is
Mhm.
all different because I mean I have friends that have said to me before, I'm not losing weight and do you know I eat healthy, but then I've said to them, well, what is healthy? What
Yeah,
are you eating?
exactly.
And they've maybe said, oh, do you know, but I eat like a lot of salads and I have seeds in it and avocado, but then you've got to explain to them and it I know there's a lot of people that want to eat clean, but I don't think they always understand that
Yeah,
actually some of these foods are high in fats and high in calories.
yeah,
So yeah, no, I've had a lot of people saying, "Oh, do you know what? I'll eat like a salad and a low fat yogurt," but actually they're not eating enough or
yeah,
they're not getting enough protein into their diet
yeah,
to, see progress.
yeah. Exactly. Like I had so many clients as well coming to me that they are saying they are healthy, but they can't lose weight. It's just because they don't know how much to eat and how to fuel their body properly because eating healthy means something different for every single person.
Yeah,
Like what means healthy? Is it one apple? Is it spinach? Is it protein? Like what is that? So it
yeah,
doesn't really matter if you eat healthy, if you want to lose weight, you just need to be in a calorie deficit. That's the
yeah,
main difference between like those thoughts like, okay, I'm eating healthy but I'm not losing weight,
mhm,
versus my clients that know exactly what they need to be eating. They are
yeah,
enjoying their food and they are in a calorie deficit, so they can actually start losing weight and they still eat healthy and even unhealthy foods. Like you don't need to be always so strict with like clean diet because again, this is not sustainable. So you can
no,
still eat like burgers and pizzas and chocolate. You just need to know how to incorporate this into your diet to actually see amazing results and how to use it maybe for your workouts.
yeah. I think as well. You've got to eat what suits you, the foods that you like. I think when people are
Yeah,
too restrictive, they are eating things that they wouldn't
yeah,
normally eat or they don't like, then it's not
hmm,
sustainable. Um,
exactly.
Me, for example, I've got such a sweet tooth. I need something sweet after my. So
Same.
I forgot this earlier when I was saying about what I eat. I always eat at night. So I make like it's like a protein cheesecake. It's
Hmm.
Weetabix, and then I have one of the Lidl protein puddings,
Hmm.
and then I'll put fruit on top, and then I actually drizzle Biscoff over the top of that.
Nice.
So then I don't have sweet cravings, and it's
Yeah,
so filling. So yeah, it hits all like my protein and my
yeah,
carbs. The Biscoff is a bit of fat, and yeah, I feel full and satisfied with what I've
yeah.
eaten. Um, so yeah,
That's really good. Honestly, I have such a sweet tooth as well. I honestly don't get those people when they are saying, "Oh, I need to cut all the sweets right now." And I'm like, "Yeah, how long are you going to, stay like that? Like, are you
yeah,
gonna cut sweets forever? Because if
yeah,
not, then you don't need to restrict yourself right now, like because you will gain it all back basically once you're gonna stop restricting. So yeah, I honestly need to have something sweet on a daily basis
yeah.
and I like to make some macro friendly recipes like you did as well,
Hmm.
or like protein balls, or like frozen ice protein ice cream, something like
Yeah,
that. So it's definitely a good way. Like this is something also that we teach in the Badass program, actually how to incorporate some sweet things, some sweet desserts into your diet, or even like if you're going out, what to eat as a sweet dessert as well.
yeah.
So yeah, this is perfect actually. Do you have like anything else that you would like to talk about, like nutrition? Because I feel like this topic is so underrated, and people need to know that eating more is actually good.
I think that the nutrition side is the most difficult side.
Mhm.
I think that people can make the workouts a habit and actually enjoy it.
Yeah. Yes.
But I feel like if they're going to fall off the bandwagon, it's normally the nutrition.
Yeah.
Um, And I think there are so many misconceptions about nutrition and fitness that
Yes.
there's so much confusion around it.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's where a lot of people are lost.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously with having a coach, that was something that I benefited from, was knowing exactly what to eat, when to increase, when to
Yeah.
decrease. Um, but I think there, like you're saying, there's these misconceptions that you've got to be restrictive and you've got to um basically eat foods that you wouldn't normally eat and don't like. There's another thing that I've heard is I'm going to cut out all the carbs to
Mm-hmm.
lose
Yeah,
weight.
that's a good one. Yeah.
I've lost weight. I've lost weight before really quickly because I've
Yeah.
cut out all carbs,
Yeah.
and I like being able to tell people I eat an insane amount of carbs,
Yeah.
and
Fuckloads.
and they can't understand it. They're like, how can you be the size that you
Yeah.
are and eat that much carbs?
Yeah.
But again, it's because um other weight loss programs will promote that and will say, yeah, is it the keto? I think it's
Yeah.
maybe keto.
Keto. Yeah.
Yeah, where cut out all carbs, but then I just think, God, I can't imagine not having
A rice or
bread and
yeah.
rice and um I've worked with a lot of people that used to say it to me all the time. Yeah, I'm cutting out
Yeah.
carbs. That's my New Year's resolution, cutting out carbs. And
Yeah. I'm
like,
like, no, don't do
why?
that.
Eat your carbs.
Yeah. They're good for you. You just need
I
to
know.
know. Like, I feel like it just comes down to, again, not knowing what to eat and how much to eat. Because obviously, if you're going to overload with yourself, like with carbs, obviously you're
Yeah,
going to gain weight. That's
yeah,
why having a plan will benefit you. Like, that's why having a plan, how much to know, how much to eat on a daily basis will be something that every person needs. Because obviously, if you're gonna eat like two big bowls of rice, yeah, so potentially you're gonna gain weight. But if you have a structured plan and you go through like a reverse diet, so for example, this is what we've done together, from like a minimum carbs or minimum calories, we actually slowly build it up. But if you're gonna go from like 1600 and then you will suddenly eat like three bowls of rice and potatoes and all the carbs, yes, you will gain weight. So you
yeah,
need to have a plan actually how to increase those calories and how to increase those carbs as well, so they benefit you, not that you will gain the body fat and you will kind
yeah,
of lose the progress. So there are like two things. Yes, carbs are good for you, but you need to still know how much to eat and what to eat, and also when to eat those carbs and what
yeah,
carbs are good for you. And this is why I feel like every single person needs to have a coach, because we haven't learned so much like about nutrition in school, or we don't know the basics. So
yeah.
we are just guessing, like, oh, I'm guessing I'm eating right, I'm guessing I'm eating healthy. But then when I'm actually checking on my new clients, I'm like, oh, you said you are eating healthy, but you are over your calories. That's why you are not losing weight.
Yeah, I think as well, I'm so used to tracking my food that I can basically just look at food and I know, like,
Yes,
that's however
same.
many calories, that's got 20 grams of protein. But if you're not in the habit of tracking, I don't think a lot of people realise
Mm,
how many calories are in some
yeah,
types of foods. They might think, well, I only had like 5 biscuits, or you know, they can be like that with loads of different foods. So I
or
only had
bread and
more than two of
avocado and
them.
egg, which is
Yeah,
healthy.
yeah, but then
But
the calories will be higher.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, I think that having a coach helps you to um kind of educates you on
yeah,
what foods to fuel your body with, and it's not until you start tracking your foods that you actually realize sometimes, oh my god, like I used to eat loads of that.
hmm, yeah,
And even before I started with you, I would make meals for me and my kids, and again I would think, do you know, well, there's a type of meat on the plate and there's veg there and that's fairly healthy, and now
yeah,
I wouldn't eat half of those things because I'm like, oh,
yeah,
that's high in fat, or that really doesn't have
yeah,
much nutritional value.
yeah.
But I just wouldn't have known that before.
Exactly. Yeah, I feel like this is very common for most of people actually. I didn't know anything about nutrition as well before I started my fitness journey. That's why I was overweight and that's why I didn't see a lot of results just
Mm.
because I didn't have the knowledge. I thought like eating healthy is actually like veggies and yeah, maybe the avocado is healthy and so on, but actually your body needs a little bit, yeah, it needs a lot of different macronutrients as well.
Yeah,
Um,
I think as well if you have kids, um, just knowing what to eat doesn't only help you, but it helps your kids as
yeah.
well because now my kids will eat what I eat.
Mm-hmm.
Some, not always, because I like spicier food. Sometimes they're like, "Oh no, mum, that's too spicy."
Yeah.
But they quite proudly go to school and say, my mum eats really healthy. We eat healthy at my mum's, and even when I'm looking at their snack or what they're taking to school, I'm like, no, do you know, you
Uh-huh.
can't just have fruit. You need something else. You need yogurt. You know,
Love
like
it.
you're even looking at them and wanting them to have a
Love that.
balanced, healthy diet as well. So it doesn't only help you, but whoever's in your household as well. Do you know
Mm-hmm.
that it
Totally.
it makes them maybe a bit more aware, helps them to eat healthier. But yeah, it's better all round.
Yeah, definitely. Like you are not just focusing on you, like taking care of you, especially if you have kids, you are the inspiration for them. I
Yeah,
wish my mom would taught me how to eat healthy when I was a kid.
me too.
But honestly, we were just like eating Chinese soups, with a lot of noodles. And then I was like, why I'm feeling, sick all the time, why I'm not having energy, just because my mom didn't taught me well. And I had to learn everything by myself. So if you are already the inspiration for your kids, I feel like they're gonna benefit so much, like in their whole life, because they will
Yeah,
have more energy. They will feel healthier as well. They will be active because you are the inspiration. So this is beautiful. This is really good.
yeah. I mean,
Mm.
I think it's been really good with you know, doing the coaching program
Yeah.
and being that example to my own kids because
Hmm.
I think where I've heard other people say before, oh, I knew my mum was on a diet when she was eating certain things or
Yeah.
she was exercising, that for them that's not normal. It's
Yeah.
not an everyday thing. It's, oh, mum's on a
Mm.
diet.
Yeah.
Whereas with my kids see it as like exercise is normal. It's,
Yeah.
you know, it's a daily thing. If I say to my kids, right, come on, we're going for a walk, they don't think anything of it. Do you know, it's not
Yeah.
like they're forced to do it. And same with the food as well. It's not like they think, oh yeah, well you're obviously trying to lose weight
Hmm.
because you're totally
Yeah.
changing what you're eating.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, like I say, I think it kind of sets the standard for your kids,
In,
and
yeah. In
it's
the
a
family.
good influence for them.
Totally. I love that. Honestly, yeah, I feel like this is what, hopefully, this is like the biggest takeaway for the moms over here. Like, if the kids will see you like struggling and just
Yeah,
eating, 1,200 calories, just like skipping all the foods that you have on the plate, and then just like feeling not energized and then grumpy and all that,
yeah,
obviously, the kids will see the dieting phase or the restrictive phase that the mom wants to lose weight, like in a bad way, and they
yeah,
will never want to do it on their own, and they will end up not feeling healthy later on in their life because they
yeah,
will have this negative feelings towards like dieting. So I feel like if you're gonna set the intention like, no, this is actually what you can eat and still lose weight, this is
yeah,
actually what matters the most, just to keep the sustainable results.
yep, yeah.
Love
No,
that.
I think it's it's lovely to be a good example to my own kids, and
Yeah.
I like when I hear them saying to other people, "Do you know, my mum instructs her own classes. My mum goes to the gym. My
Yeah.
mum, even days where, say, if I've been getting changed, and they're like, 'Mum,
Hmm.
you're looking strong. But look how muscly
Yes.
you are.' And
Yes.
yeah, it's just showing the kids all round, like with your lifestyle, that
Hmm.
this is normal. This is
Yeah.
something that, you know, everybody can have,
Hmm.
and it also means I've always got the energy for my kids
Yeah.
as well.
True.
And they see that. I mean, my kids sometimes call me crazy, but um, they love that if we go anywhere, I have the energy
Hmm.
to. to do everything with them. Do you know, I'm not
Oh,
a sit down
yeah.
parent, but it's because of everything I do, I've got the energy for my
Hmm.
kids.
Yeah, totally. Because you are fueling your body with enough food, so you don't feel like you are struggling with energy, but you also gain the confidence and energy in the gym because now you are lifting quite a lot of kilos as well, which comes down again to just practice and to building up the strength and the stamina as well. So this is
Yeah,
beautiful. Yeah, I
yeah.
love that. Perfect. This was fun, honestly. I wish we can talk about like nutrition and how we can inspire everyone forever. But do you have like any last kind of thoughts that you want to just say?
Um, I think I would just say to people, like I said earlier, to trust the process, but do you know that by having a plan and having a coach,
Mhm.
gives you that guidance. It takes away the guesswork,
Yeah.
and yeah, just by sticking with it and finding your own ways with nutrition, as
Hmm.
in like, you know, find things that meet your plan, um, but food that you enjoy,
Yeah. Totally.
and the results will come.
Yeah, I love that. And I honestly agree with that. Even though I am a fitness coach, I still needed my fitness coach as well. I've been with him for 3 years and I was just with him just to get rid of the guesswork because I
Mhm.
want to, focus on my clients. I want to focus on you. And I don't want to just guess about how much do I need to be eating because for me it was another work. It takes a lot of energy to actually come up
Yeah,
with like a meal plan with the diet phases and like going into surplus, into the deficit and all that. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Just take care of me because I want to take care of my clients and I don't want to like spend a lot of time just thinking about like what I need to be doing for myself.
yeah,
So I had actually my own fitness coach for the past 3 years. So I feel like we all need a fitness coach just to just clear the mental guesswork. And
yeah,
that will kind of leave me with more energy to focus on different things as well.
yeah, hundred
But
percent.
yeah, I love that. But yeah, I think we are run out of time. Like we've been talking for like 30 minutes, which was amazing. I hope that a lot of people got some good takeaways as well, that what they can do. But yeah, we're gonna probably tune in next Wednesday at about like similar time. So we will be talking about motivation and how to juggle everything as a single mom of two, as you, and then also like me as a business owner, how we can just find our motivation, how to juggle everything. So we will dive into this topic next Wednesday around this time. So stay tuned, guys. And yeah, it was lovely. If you have any questions, don't forget to reach out to us, to me or to Zoe. And yeah, we're going to answer all those questions. Okay, bye.
Bye.